I got 7 books here that you have to read, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're wanting to hit literally your best year ever in 2026. If you're watching this, chances are you're somebody who wants to evolve, grow, expand, and now that we're in 2026, you're in this mindset of growth and improving yourself. And honestly, books are the biggest hack. And if you're not constantly reading, you're not going to be successful. And I promise you, you're not going to be the same person after reading these books. So I want to share these 7 books, and I want to do a rapid fire at the end of this video just to give you way more ideas on what you should be reading for next year. Even if you implement one of these books, your life is going to change forever. The first book is a classic book. It's called The One Thing. Is you should just be doing the one thing that once done makes everything else irrelevant. The thing about this book is not about the premise, it's about the mindset behind you actually having to sit your ass down and think about what's the one thing you have to focus on, not the 1 billion things you do. Whenever you wake up and you're thinking about you're having to do a bunch of different things. I have to do this checking with the client, I have to do a YouTube video, I have to post, I have to respond to my DMs, I have to do all these things. Really, this one thing, I've given this book to so many of my clients, and it just makes you focus on the things that actually matter and move your business forward. In the past couple of years, after helping my clients make millions and millions of dollars online, I think way more than 17 million, and helping different coaches in so many different niches, it all boils down to what's the one thing you have to focus on to move their business forward. It's the exercise of understanding what you have to do. Part of my job as a consultant for different coaches is, as entrepreneurs, we're always thinking of a bunch of different things that we have to do. And it's always like this soup of things in our mind, of this Frankenstein of ideas of things that we want to do. And the worst thing you can always do as an entrepreneur is jump from task to task, because there's this saying that says, if you're chasing 2 rabbits, you'll catch none. And most of the times when I'm helping all my clients, it's not about adding more things to their to-do list, but it's about taking things off their to-do list. This book helped me tremendously to give my clients clarity, direction, so they can move faster and just have more success. The second book is The Expectation Hangover. This book got recommended to me after I was going through like a really bad breakup. And the cool thing about this book, even if you're somebody that's an entrepreneur and you might be thinking, why is this guy recommending a book about freeing yourself from your past and whatever, it's because you have to have certain mental fortitude in order to be a leader, be somebody worth following, be somebody worth actually investing in. Because nowadays we are seeing that a lot of people are very fake in the industry. A lot of people are flexing things that they don't even have the money to purchase, and that thing is getting old, and people are catching up to the fact that I don't care how much money you have, how much knowledge you have, I care more about the person who you are. And the thing with this book is that it tells you how to go through things in life, setbacks in life that you can't control, which I think is pretty cool. And when you have mental fortitude, you just become a different person. You carry yourself differently. It helps you go through disappointments, failures, things that you are going to have in your journey as an entrepreneur. And if you're able to manage those things, you're going to be a better leader, you're going to be a better boss, you're going to be a better content creator, you're going to be a better entrepreneur. And eventually you're going to become the person that you need to become in order to get to the level that you want to get to. Yesterday I had a conversation with a client where we had to onboard him again into my container because he outgrew so much his past coaching numbers that we had to redo strategies, redo everything after working together for almost a year. And the thing that I told him is like, where you are now is where you wanted to be a year ago. Where you want to go now is where you're going to be 6 months from now, because you already have a lot of the foundations, but you're still operating at this level. You're still operating at the level that got you to where you want to go. But to get to the place where you want to be, you have to act differently. You have to take more risks. You have to act bigger. You have to do way bigger things. And you're gonna go through bigger losses. There's this saying that says different levels, different devils, right? And in this case, with the expectation hangover, it's going to allow you to move past those failures quicker. It's going to help you move through disappointments quicker, through life-changing things quicker. Because whenever you have a big goal, you don't know what's it going to be like when you get there. And having that mental fortitude to be prepared to receive all those things is crucial. So, great book if you are either going through something really horrible, or if you just want to make sure you have different exercises to help you navigate things in life that are going to come as you outgrow the person you are today. Third book is Win the Day. Fun fact, I haven't read this book. This is one of the books that I'm going to read. This is by Mark Batterson. He is a lead pastor at a church that I didn't know existed. But, a lot of people overcomplicate performance and overcomplicate getting shit done. And the reason I picked up this book is because it boils down winning the day in 7 daily habits, some of which he didn't actually create. There's one here that's called Eat the Frog. And Eat the Frog is a book I read a while ago. Eventually, making sure that you have to do the hardest thing in the morning. And it's not like waking up and going into an ice bath and doing all this bullshit. It's about waking up, going to work instantly, and making sure you do the hardest thing right then and there. And the cool thing about this book, the reason I also picked it up is because it connects God into your daily life. And that's why I picked it up. And it's not about atomic habits, it's not about the power habits, it's not about all those things, but it's essentially boiling things down into 7 daily habits and putting God into your daily habits as well. Because at the end of the day, God is your CEO and you have to make sure you are a good worker. The first thing that God gave Adam, which was the first human, is work. He gave him work. And if you want to make sure you're doing the work that you need to do, I believe this book is going to help me accomplish that. Essentially, it's going to help you stress less and accomplish more. And I think everyone wants that, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Fourth book is a classic. This hard book is called Breakthrough Advertising. I believe this book is like maybe $500 if you get it. Fun story. This was a gift from a previous client that I helped scale to $1 million online. Even before they hired me, or I think I was a part-time with them, they gave me this book. I'm appreciative of that. And this book is one of the most wrongfully quoted books in the space right now, because I believe, I want to say this out loud, 99% of people who quote this book haven't even read it or don't even understand this book. This is a hard read and it tells you everything about copywriting, positioning your offer in the market, positioning yourself in the minds of the consumer, and it's a very heavy read. Hard to get one out there, but I'm pretty sure you can find summaries, PDF summaries or PDF book or summaries on YouTube or whatever. And if you are a coach, applying this book into your offer, into your marketing, into your copywriting, it's going to change tremendously how people perceive you, especially now that everyone's a coach and everything in the coaching space is kind of like a red ocean, and you want to make sure you operate in a blue ocean and you have a category of 1. This book is going to help you tremendously. It's definitely a hard read as well. All right, 5th book. This one's by Dan Kennedy. The title is super long, but it's all about direct marketing. I believe he has maybe like 15 or 20 books that are the no BS kind of like line. This one is direct marketing for non-direct marketing businesses. The reason I got this book is because it helps me per se, but it helps me understand direct marketing to the level where I can teach this to my clients, because this is for beginners. It's non-direct marketing businesses. So it explains the very bare bones of direct marketing to people who never do direct marketing. So if I understand and if I learn how Dan Kennedy, one of the greatest marketers ever to live, how he explains that to people who never know or never have experience or never have experimented with direct marketing, then I'm going to be able to pass this knowledge down to my clients, which I've already done. I have a really, really good digital product where it's not like, it's not a course, it's not anything like that, but it's a digital product that I give my clients' team so that they can work quicker and have results faster. If I'm able to help my clients' team into doing better direct marketing, then I'm going to help them get more results, and if they win, I win. So if you want to learn a deeper understanding on how to do better copy for your ads, for your hooks, for your headlines, for your landing pages, for your anything, I really want you to get this book. It's an easier read and it's just 200 pages. So definitely get this book. I think maybe it was like $9 or $10. Get it. Okay, 6th book. This one is very unknown. This was recommended to me by my therapist. You can see there's a lot of, bookmarks in this book, because every page that I read, I was mind blown. In this book, it says it in English. It's stopped printing in 2024, and they also have it in English. So if you don't speak Spanish, get it in English. Is Power Through Metaphysics. In Spanish is Metaphysics 4-in-1. Very hard to explain what this book is, but it's essentially a deeper relationship with yourself and where you want to go in life. Very hard to explain. It's a heavy book, and this one has 4 books in one, which I liked. And there's a lot of explanation here on Bible messages in what we do today. So for example, it explains what death is based on biblical interpretation. And I think that's pretty interesting. It'll change the way you see life, essentially. I really like this book. And then the last book, a classic that, to be 100% honest, I haven't finished reading yet. This one is Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. This is a classic book as well. And essentially, it's going to help you make sure you dial in your marketing message. And if you're somebody, if you're a coach, you must be doing content online. I don't care where it is: LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, or YouTube. My 2 main channels are Instagram and YouTube, probably the most competitive ones out there. And if you are somebody that wants to get more reach, wants to get more authority, you must read building a story brand because it explains how you have to position yourself in the conversations that your future clients are already having. It explains how you're not the hero in someone's journey. They are the hero, you're just the guide. So how can you position yourself as the guide in their story, in the problems that they're having, so that they see you as the guide that they want to follow? Great book. I know there's a 2.0 version, but I have to finish this one first before I do anything else. Now, I'm going to do a quick rapid fire on other books that I have on my iPad. Hopefully you can see this. If not, it's fine. But I'm reading right now the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. That's an older book, but it's pretty good. I'm going to be reading Keep Going by Austin Kleon because I already read Show Your Work by him. Loved it. Also read The Diary of a CEO. Great book. I read How to Get Rich by Felix Dennis. Amazing book. One book that I recommend everyone to read if you want to get better in sales, which should be anyone, is Gap Selling by Keenan. Amazing book. Yeah, I mean, guys, I have like 120 something books that I'm supposed to be reading, right? But the matter of the fact is not that what books to read, is how to know what books you must be reading. And like I said at the beginning, if you're an entrepreneur, you're a coach, chances are your mind is everywhere. And the best thing that I can give you right now is a little bit of clarity. And it's a roadmap that you can follow so that you can get to your goals. Shiny object syndrome is a true thing, but it's misconstrued. Shiny object syndrome is not like, oh, I want to do a new project. I want to do a new offer. Shiny object syndrome is like disguised ADHD and procrastination because everything else seems to be something that you should be working on versus the thing that you actually should be working on. And being a coach in 2026 is going to be harder than ever. And if you don't have the clarity that you need to have, you're gonna spin your wheels doing the things you don't have to do. And that's why on the screen right now, there's a video that I recorded that basically shows you the 4 big pillars that you need to be focused on in 2026 and moving forward so you can grow your coaching business. And I break down the specific things you must be doing, all those 4 pillars. So you just do those things and you're gonna be extremely successful. It's the same 4 pillars that I walk all my clients through and they are crushing it right now. It's pretty cool. And then also in the description below, I'm gonna drop down a longer training for you to follow as well. Hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, drop a like below, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe for the next video. For now, I'll see you in the next one.